Show you the different leaf variation in Chamaerops here, the fronds. So this one here is in a 15-gallon planter on our deck, and this one here has smaller fronds, and it still has the spines up the petioles. Some are more pronounced than that. You can see the spines up the petioles of this Mediterranean fan palm, but quite small fronds on it here. You can see my hands on the fronds, right? And then we're going to go look at some other ones here. There's one of my seed grown. I think this one's going to have bigger fronds on it, a lot stiffer. And look at the size of it. This I planted as a seedling. I grew it from seed. And that's a Chamaerops humilis. Here's another one with quite flimsy fronds on it. Right? That's Chamaerops humilis as well. Same palm, but a little different in the fronds. Looks a little different, right? So definitely softer fronds on that one. It still has the spines up the petioles. And then we have a lot of Chamaerops in our garden. Another one there. That one there looks like it's still got pretty flimsy fronds on it as well. And then this one here has got a lot bigger, stiffer fronds on it. This is a nice palm, really stiff fronds. I planted this when it was small, and you can see not as many spines up the petioles, but it still has them. So that's Chamaerops humilis as well, but a lot bigger fronds on it. And then there's another one here, and this one here has more wimpy fronds. They are softer and more open and airy, right? And less spines up the petioles, but it still has them on the petioles. And then I'm going to show you one that I grew from seed years ago, and it's been growing in the rock for years. But look at the fronds on that. Aren't they beauty? And they are, yeah, they're very, very stiff fronds on this Chamaerops here. And then the blue one we have here, not so stiff. This is the Cerifera. I don't think they're that stiff. And they're more open and airy on that one. And then we have one out here growing in our B&B driveway. And I planted this one more than 25 years ago. Put it in the ground as a seedling. And oh man, I call it the bonsai palm. But look at the fronds on it. They're like the size of a trachea just about. They're huge and they're stiff. And that is just a really beautiful Chamaerops. And thriving on neglect, growing under some Pacific madrona trees here, and eucalyptus, and in rocky, poor, dry soil. And there's no real root competition from destructive trees that suck the life out of plants like the western red cedar. So that's a Chamaerops humilis as well, but you can see the difference between the first ones I showed you. And then here's another one that I grew from seed, planted as a seedling. And this one here has got bigger fronds as well, and stiffer fronds. These laurels self-seed everywhere. They're like weeds, right? So that's self-seeded there. Olive there. And this Johnstonii, Tasmanian yellow gum eucalyptus. And then there's a trachea, right? That's Trachycarpus fortunei. And then here is another, that's the Chamaerops right there. So a little bit larger, stiffer leaves, fronds. The seed I got from this one came from St. George, Utah. And this one here, I got the seed from California years ago, but that's been in the ground for years. And there it is. So that's one of my favorite Chamaerops, and not just because I grew it from seed, but I like the size of the fronds on it. It's absolutely awesome. Nice big fronds and stiffer fronds on it as well, and it's got lots of offsets on it. So growing at a slower rate because it's growing in rock, but hey, it seems to be bulletproof, right? All right, thanks for watching, guys. Try one in your own garden. They're a pretty tough palm. They are, I'd say they're just about as tough as Trachycarpus here in this climate. Cheers.